Hello and welcome back to Bold Englishman's Let's Play of the original Doom. Today we'll be tackling the second episode of the game, The Shores of Hell, once again on Ultra-Violence. The first level of this episode is called Deimos Anomaly, presumably because we've been through the teleporter through to Deimos. As you can see, the red sky now, compared to the jungle mountains of Phobos. Immediately things are off to a bit more of a satanic start. Whereas the levels of the previous episode were of a theme which many Doomers refer to as tech base, the Shores of Hell episode starts to introduce more of the satanic element. So you can see how the demons are basically slowly subverting the existing technology of the base and transforming it into their own fortress. Generally not as many enemies as the previous episode had, but of course we are introduced to several stronger enemy types this time around. That lowers that up there, and then there's another button behind it as well, so watch out for that. Don't want the medikit now. Also, this episode introduces teleporters properly, and not just within a secret area. And here we have the Cacodemon. Yeah, so the Cacodemon is the first flying enemy we've encountered. Quite a bit stronger than the other goons that we've faced so far. And a new weapon, the plasma rifle, which I'll be saving for later on. And with that out of the way, we'll continue. Plenty of teleporters in this level. I prefer to pick the demons off down here, even though there are quite a few of them. That. So we have two new enemies introduced in this episode. One of which is the Cacodemon, as well as a new boss and the return of the Barons from the previous episode. Unlike the last episode, where most of the levels were designed by John Romero, a lot of the levels of this episode were started by Tom Hall, who left id Software during this game's development. So most of the levels that he started were finished by Sandy Peterson. Hence, kind of enhancing the whole demons taking over the base aesthetic that this episode has going on. Okay, first level complete. On to Containment Area. I guess one of the reasons why this level was called Containment Area is the fact that there are no zombie enemies in this level at all. It's all demonic creatures. And corpses, of course. Wouldn't be Doom without plenty of corpses around. Imps are just everywhere in this level. Completely infested. The way that I approach this level is what I like to think of as being an efficient way of dealing with all the enemies that are around. Even though it's such a open area that you can really take any route that you want. Just remember that if you're running low on ammo, those 2 shotgun shell boxes are a godsend. Be sure to check all the little nooks and crannies for ammo. And then somewhere around here, I think just around the corner, is the other enemy introduced in this episode. I just deal with these imps. Being, yep, the lost soul. Slowly coming forth. Flying skulls, which don't actually make any noise when they're woken up, so they can surprise you if you're not careful. There's not really anything down there, so there might be a radiation suit, but there's not really any point going down there, so another shell box. Yeah, there's another clip there. I think this is all cleared now, yeah. Berserk pack. Might leave that there for now, just in case I do happen to run low on health at any point. So the Berserk pack does bring you back up to 100 health, in addition to the Berserk power-up ability itself. Besides, I think I'm doing pretty well for ammo now, so I'm not going to be using my fists anytime soon. Right, yellow door there. We'll be coming back to that later on. And there's another one through there as well. So, through here. Another area where the enemies will just come from all directions around you. Right, full on bullets. Still need a chain gun. Here they all come. Come on, where are you? Got to try and think of all the little areas that there are around here. Yellow key. Basically, where the ceiling lights are, just step where they are to reveal the bridge. Safely get across. Even though it appears to be blood, the blood does hurt you if you stand on it for too long, so plenty of health down here. A single armor bonus. Right, yes, backtrack now. Here we have a chain gun, as well as a couple of demons. Down, like the chainsaw in the last episode. There we go. I'm going to stick with the shotgun for now, just simply because, well, I find the chain gun works best on the zombie enemies. And here, don't forget the single rocket behind that pillar. Backpack. Open all these areas up. Those pillars will go down a bit later, but it doesn't really matter because you can press the buttons anyway, even when they are in the floor. good tactic when dealing with lost souls, especially any that are flying straight towards you, is to shoot them. Can't talk today. Namely because if you shoot them while they're flying at you in mid-air, they will be pushed back and won't be able to change their trajectory until they hit a wall or other solid object. Just get those bullets there. So if you're in a room full of lost souls, it's a good way to try and, you know, deal with the large numbers of them. Watch out for the damaging floors here. Okay. We'll go lowers behind us, so first chamber. Again, using the tactic to deal with the pinkies. Okay, and then here's the next chamber. And then one. Last one with enemies. And then we've got a computer area map. Right, now on to this direction. As you can see, the imps are just everywhere. Might leave that until the end of the level, actually. I must remember to come back there. That lowers plasma rifle. And interestingly, that button, rather than cooling that platform down like a lift, just lowers it. For whatever reason. That's where the first lost soul was. Down there. You can wait for these enemies to get crushed, and there's more coming around the corner anyway. But I prefer to just kill them. So they don't, because they might be able to, if you're going into that area over there, they might come around and manage to get through the crushers successfully and ambush you, so... Okay. Very dark in here. But then... light and lost souls. This might be a good place to use the chamber, actually. Okay, right. Bullets there. And then this lit section of the room will lower to reveal a soul sphere. However, you have to be careful not to step into that accidentally if you're not planning to go up there, because it only comes down once, as far as I know. Yes. Only one time. This brings us out straight to the red key. So now it's just a case of finishing the level. I'll go back and get the mega armor quickly. Always good to finish level 200. And that's it. Into the refinery. Different from Toxin Refinery from the first episode. Generally a lot harder. I like to just go straight round this area and come back to the beginning rooms there. Deal with these rooms first. Namely because there's a lot of Cacodemons in those beginning rooms. And they soak up a lot of your ammo. I'll be picking up a radiation suit a little bit later on, so I'll come back for it. Get all the random bits of ammo. And even though you can go through there where there's a load of acid, you could also go through this wall here, just bypass it. Combat armour, blue armour. Okay, first Baron of Hell. This is what I like to save my rockets for. There's usually about 3 or 4 Barons in each level of this episode, on this difficulty at least. Don't think there's anything around here, nope. Okay. Let's see, blood does hurt you. And we got the blue key. Now, if you're looking for 100% secrets, make sure to go through both of these doors, because each one is a separate secret. Let's kill things in here first. Now, to tackle with these beginning rooms, this just leads back to the acid, which we've already dealt with. The chain gun is a good weapon to use on the Cacodemons because it stun locks them. They've got a very high pain chance. So as you can see, they're not really able to retaliate. Even though, be careful because they do every so often get a shot off. There's the radiation suit I talked about earlier. Starting to run low on bullets here. Okay. Shotgun time. Okay, another Berserk. May as well pick that up now because I'm not really going to be coming back here. The Berserk is actually another item that's introduced in this episode. I don't think it appears in the first episode. I guess you could consider that a new weapon as well. Where the fist is powered tenfold. Plenty of shells here. Once you've cleared everything out. Right, so pick up the radiation suit. Now we'll go back and get that backpack. Hopefully without suffering any damage. Even if you have a radiation suit on, there's always a chance that you will suffer damage walking over hazardous surfaces. Small chance, but it does happen every so often. Particularly nasty when you're on a surface that deals 20 damage at a time. Right, strode light area. Plenty of lost souls in here. Sorry, I have a habit of dodging every time I fire off a shotgun blast. Careful of the imps lurking around all the corners. Is there anything else? Okay, go back and pick up all the items that are here. A little bit of ammo, everything Every little bit counts. Right. Another acid area, but thankfully, if you just go round this corner, there's a little alcove with another radiation suit. So then you can continue down here for some more goodies, such as a soul sphere. That is the refinery.